Family preference immigrant visas or F1 visas allow U.S. citizens or lawful permanent residents to bring their family members to the United States. Holders of these visas have many benefits, but unfortunately, the US government has defined a cap for these visas. Hi, this is Max from the Visa Library. In this video, I will talk about the US F3 visa application process, its requirements, costs, processing time, and other details. Subscribe to our channel to support us in our journey. Like the video too. We published 3 videos every week, so be sure to subscribe. Let's go. What is a US F3 visa? The F3 visa is for children of US citizens living in other countries. Note that children who are married are eligible for a US F3 visa. Children's family members, including their spouses and children younger than 21, can also apply for a US F3 visa. Holders of US F3 visas have many benefits. For example, they can work legally without having to obtain an employment authorization document or EAD. They can also continue their education. In addition, they can enter or leave the United States without any restrictions. What are the eligibility conditions of a US F3 visa? Number 1, your parents must live in the United States. Note that the relationship between you and your parents must be proven by providing documents such as a birth certificate or adoption documents. Number 2, you must be at least 21 years old. Number 3, you must be married and be able to provide a valid marriage certificate. Now, let's talk about the eligibility conditions for your parents. Number 1, they must be US citizens. They must also have a valid address. Number 2, their child or you must live in a foreign country, be older than 21, and be married. The family relationship must be proven by presenting a birth certificate or other related documents. Number 3, parents must have a valid US address. How to apply for a US F3 visa? A US citizen or your parents must first file a petition to obtain permission for you and your family members to enter the United States. They can do this by filing a petition to the USCIS by filing Form I-130. They must also pay a fee as a processing cost. The US Department of Homeland Security reviews and processes the petition. Note that your parents must list the names of you and your family members in the petition. USCIS will announce the outcome of the petition within few months. If your petition is rejected, the reason of this decision will be explained to you. Otherwise, USCIS will submit the file to the National Visa Center or NVC for further processing. You can expect to receive a document package with instructions on how to proceed with the application in a foreign country from the NVC. NVC will first send you a package in your home country. This package contains the case number and instructions that explain the visa application process to you. In the next steps, you will need the case number issued by the NVC to complete some of the forms. The annual issuance of F visas, including F3 visa, is limited. Therefore, when your petition is approved, you must wait for your priority date to become current. An NVC package will then be sent to you and you can begin the visa application process. After the petition stage is completed, you can begin the application process. Step 1. Complete and submit Form DS-260. You must complete this form. Keep in mind that all family members that you intend to bring to the US with you have to complete their own visa applications. When you're completing the form, you have to include detailed background information and explaining why you want to immigrate to the US. You can log into the Consular Electronic Application Center or CEAC website and access the form using your case number issued by the NVC. After completing the form, a confirmation page will appear for you that you must save, because in the next steps you will have to submit it to the NVC as a part of your documentation, and you need to bring them to your visa interview. Step 2, perform medical examinations and vaccinations. You will need to have some checkups before entering the United States. It is also essential to get some vaccines. The NVC instructions explain what checks you should do and where you should go to do those tests. A licensed physician will examine you and complete and sign those forms. These forms will also be a part of the documentation that you must provide to NVC. Step 3, prepare your documents. Number 1, a valid passport. You must present a passport that is valid for at least 6 months from the date of your arrival in the United States. Number 2, valid passports of all of your family members you want to come to the United States with you. Number 3, documents related to medical examinations and vaccinations. Number 4, 2 photos for each person coming to the US. Number 5, form DS-260 confirmation page and reference number. Number 6, documents such as identity cards, marriage certificates, adoption certificates, and that's it. Number 7, criminal records. Number 8, marriage and birth certificates to prove your relationship with a US citizen. Number 9, if you have served in the military, you can provide your military records. Number 10, Form I-86-4 that is signed by your parents. Number 11, affidavit of support from US sponsor or your parents again. Number 12, divorce certificate if you were previously married. If all the documents are not in English, you need to have them translated by an accredited translator. After you have prepared a portfolio of evidence with all of these documents, you have to send them to the NVC. Step 4, participate in the interview. If all of your documents are correct, NVC will schedule an interview at the embassy. You must be at the embassy on the due date and answer the questions asked by the consular officers carefully. At the end of the interview, he or she will decide whether to grant you a visa based on your answers. Therefore, it is really important to answer the questions carefully and honestly. Step 5, get another NVC package and travel to the US. When your US F3 visa application is approved, the visa will be stamped in your passport. The NVC will then send you another package that you will receive through the embassy. Keep in mind that you should not ever open this package under any circumstances. Upon your arrival in the United States, you must give this package to immigration officers who will then make the decision about whether you will enter the United States based on the information in this package. How much does it cost to apply for a US F3 visa? You have to pay a fee for different services and actions. These costs are determined by USCIS, so the fee is not clear. But you should definitely pay for a fee for, number 1, filing Form I-130. It is about $535. Number 2, Form DS-260 processing. It's about $325. Number 3, performing medical examinations. Number 4, translation of documents into English. Number 5, getting supporting documents. You must pay a USCIS immigration fee before arriving in the United States. It is about $220. Otherwise, your petition will not be approved. Here's a question. How long is the US F3 visa processing time? First, after your US sponsor submits the I-130 petition, USCIS has to review your eligibility for the visa. That can take several months. If USCIS asks for more documents or there is a mistake, the processing time will become longer. Then you have to wait for your F3 priority date to become current. Each year, only 23,400 F3 visas can be given to applicants. Once this limit is reached, no more applications are processed that year. In some cases, people receive their visa after 1 year, but in some cases, the applicant has to wait for maybe 10 years to obtain permission. Every year, there are more applicants for F3 visas. Depending on how many applications need to be processed before yours, the waiting time varies from several months to a few years. Wow! Well, there you go. Now you're gonna start your application and get that sweet US F3 visa. If the steps were so confusing, don't worry. I've put a cheat sheet on our website. Go ahead and download it. Link is in the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. It will help YouTube's algorithm. You can also follow our social media accounts. Links are in the description. If you have any type of visa that you want to know about, write the name in the comment section and we will make a video for it. Thank you all for watching.